Karma's got a thing for me. We hold hands, make plans, keep the receipts. Karma, she's my best friend. One step closer, here's how it ends. Karma's got a thing for me. You see, you'll be digging up 6 feet. Karma's never let me down. My smile will kill when I cut you out. It's karma. It's okay to hurt your voice screaming in my face. I know you gotta bark when you don't got bite. Tell me, what's that like? What's that like? Being that insecure, acting up, immature. Had enough, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. It's karma. It's karma. Karma's got a thing for me. We hold hands, make plans, keep the receipts. Karma, she's my best friend. One step closer, here's how it ends. Karma's got a thing for me. You'll see, you'll be digging up 6 feet. Karma's never let me down. The smile will kill when I cut you out. Snip, snip, cutting your bullshit with a plot twist. Don't waste my time, I don't do toxic. I see you looking at me like she's so sweet. She's so nice, I can do what I like, right? Did I make you cry? I forgot that you're right. You know what you are, you're a baby, little baby. You, now you got hurt 'cause you made me. Yeah, you know what you are, you're a baby, little baby, little baby. You only got hurt 'cause you made me bored. It's karma.
welcome everyone here tonight as we are live here from Bristol Motor Speedway. This is the Baker Custom Design 75, brought to you on the Blackout Motorsports Racing Network by myself, Brandon Smith. Now, a few things we should know about this track is coming right now. This is Bristol Motor Speedway for the Baker Custom Design 75. Current track temp is at 68 degrees. It is a half-mile speedway located in Bristol. We do have some overcast with 66-degree weather, which is going to make it very interesting, to say the least here, as that should keep that track extra gripped up. Now, some of these drivers are going to have to really find themselves in a new thing, as this is Bristol. It's half-mile around, and they got to be able to do this one. One guy I'd be interested to see who struggles on short tracks a little bit is Dylan Moranti. He came back with a vengeance. He's won a couple times, or since his return, and now he's out there on a short track, which has not always been his strong suit. Can he do it tonight? You know, it's hard to say. A little bit of anxiety sits in on these, but let's go hear from another driver real quick. Anthony Alex, who's back in top of the charts. Let's hear from him. Anthony.
Hey, how's it going?
Glad to see you back in the grid. How are you feeling tonight?
I feel better today than I have the last couple weeks.
So you're coming into Bristol. We see you're already at the top of the chart. How are you feeling now? How's the car feeling?
Feels pretty good. I haven't been doing the sim racing much lately. I haven't been able to the last couple weeks.
Gotcha. So fresh back, you good return, I hope.
Yeah, we can hope.
As AB Racing has made their mark in here, how do you feel about how you guys are going to do tonight?
I think we're going to do all right. Me and Brandon are pretty good at this track. Hopefully we can just survive the carnage.
All right, well, good luck to you. And I'll let you get back down to it, man. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. That's Anthony Alex, and now let's hear from Nick Quinn here. Seth Whitworth, actually. Let's hear from Seth. Seth.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
You're back again. How do you feel?
Old.
Old? Can't feel old. You gotta feel right on point. Age is just a number. It is just a number. What do you say with everything? You just say, "Oh, I'm only 40. That's it." You know, it's just a number. Or it's arbitrary. That's what I say. So coming into Bristol, how do you feel?
I like Bristol. One of my favorite tracks. Usually do pretty well in Bristol. So. See, I'm gonna get some laps in here.
All right, well, I'll let you get back down to it, man. Good luck here tonight.
Hi, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That was Seth Whitworth, and now let's hear from Nick Quinn. Nick.
Hey, Brandon, what's going on, man?
Back in the saddle again. You're coming in here. How are you feeling about Bristol?
I'm feeling okay. You know, I did a little test run for the test session we had up, and a lot of tire wear for sure. You know, after about 20, 25 laps, you're losing a couple seconds from there on out. So it'll be a tire management race for sure, especially if we get some long green flag runs going.
I would never make a tire management session. What are you talking about? It's concrete. It doesn't need tires. You don't need tire management. You just need a gas pedal and a steering wheel. That's it.
That's right, man.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you get back to it. Hopefully you can figure it out.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye. So Nick Quinn talking about the tire management, and he's absolutely right. Tire management will be a key here tonight. Let's hear from Brian Newell here. Don't know if he's out on the track or not. Looks like he is, so let's hear from him. We'll interrupt his practicing. Brian, coming in here tonight. It's Bristol, baby. How do you feel? Oh, you're breaking up a little bit.
Better?
Yeah, it's better now. You coming into Bristol? Oh my goodness, that poor 21 car. So you're coming in here to Bristol. How do you feel about this?
Looking forward to it.
As you got the red, white, and blue out there, you feel like you get any practice in, or are you feeling pretty confident here?
No confident. I did some practice earlier and figured I was loose on new and kind of loose on old. I did a race a couple days ago. Did not end it well, so I'm not looking forward to this.
All right, well, hopefully you have some better luck here tonight.
I hope so.
All right, good luck to you, buddy. So Brian Newell getting lucky, and now let's hear from Dylan Moranti, who struggles on short tracks. Dylan,
Hello.
you're coming in here tonight. How are you feeling?
Decent. It's Bristol.
You know, as you kind of see how everything goes, what can we expect to see out of you?
I'm not sure. See what kind of qualifying laps we can put down later tonight.
Yeah, as short tracks have been a struggle for you. I mean, you feel like you're going to
Not really.
overcome that tonight.
Last short track I ran, I won it, so they haven't really been too much of a struggle.
Martinsville?
I just won Martinsville.
Oh, well, then I was completely wrong. Sorry, everybody. You can fact check me later. You're coming in here to another short track. What are you going to have to do here tonight to have the same kind of success?
Figure out the strategy. The car feels in the long run. See what kind of green flag runs we get. All that kind of just the main stuff. Usual short track stuff. Don't really want to say too much now in case someone's watching. On the track wise.
Oh, whatever. Say it anyway. Nobody's paying attention. All right. Well, good luck to you, Dylan, and hopefully we see that purple people eater up in front.
That's the hope.
All right. Good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Dylan Moranti getting ready, and now let's hear from Charles Balance, who's been making some noise up the top. Charles,
Hey, what's happening?
you're coming in here. How you feeling?
I got a really good car here tonight. We're gonna be.
Don't, no, shut up now already, dang it. We've gone through this 1,000 times.
No, it didn't hold. That curse didn't hold true last week. I've had a really good finish in the PGR series, so we're looking to have a good finish here tonight.
What are you going to find yourself having to do? I mean, is it going to be a matter of patience or just avoiding the big one?
Bristol's going to be a rhythm track, so just get in a rhythm, get a long green flag run, and just save your tires.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully we see you at the front.
Maybe so. We'll see.
All right. Good luck to you, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. There we go. And now we got, for the first time, we got Dalton Cleveland in the house. He's new to the league. He might, we don't know what he's going to do, but you know what? I got to bring him up here. I got to razz him early on so he doesn't think I'm a nice person. As you see me doing some changes, I don't mind the little deal popping up. That's all related to SDK and me changing some stuff. But let's bring him on up, see how he feels here tonight. Dalton. Oh, Dalton.
Hello.
So for the first time, you're coming into a race. How do you feel?
I feel okay.
As far
Bristol's
as
not my best track, but it's all right.
Some guys are banking on the tire wear and everything else, but what are you going to be banking on to just survive?
I mean, I'd like to just save some tires and survive. There's obviously going to be some incidents on track, I'm sure, so just trying to survive those is key.
All right, well, I'm going to let you get back to it, man. Good luck. Welcome to the grid, and hopefully the odds are in your favor here tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
And it's AB Racing?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll get you down there. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And now let's bring up another guy that just jumped in. Let's bring up Bill Sleep, who managed to jump in. He's the loudest man in the grid. Let's hear from him.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh, break it down. All right, Billy boy.
Hello, Brandon.
So you're coming in here tonight. How are you feeling about Bristol?
It's Bristol, baby. Well, how else can you feel?
Well, you can feel nervous, excited, I mean, even angry at times. What's your take on this one?
It's not going to help. So I'm sure by the end of the night, yep, all three of those.
Yes, I mean, Bristol, you gotta, you gotta be aggressive at times, but being over aggressive here will bite you in the tail in the long run.
Yep. Yeah, you got to be patient, but you got to be aggressive. So it's a tough one. You know, you just hope for the best and end up at the finish.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna get you out of here. You down to the guys. Good luck here tonight.
All right, go have fun up there.
Oh, I'm absolutely having fun. Good luck.
All right, man.
Thank you. So Bill Sleep ready to bring the noise here tonight. You got Brandon Becksted's here in that number 21 machine. Ivan Deshawn, the Timberwolf, is here tonight. Excited to see what he can do. We got 10 drivers in here already. We're expected to see more. So let's just kind of see what these guys are all doing on the track. We're going to let the camera roll on these guys. And you guys judge for yourself which driver you're going to be going for at the end of the night. As I'm still waiting for more guys to get. Oh, right when I say that, look at this. William Hightower makes it to the party. Let's hear from him. William.
Yes, sir.
Made it here to the track. How are you feeling tonight?
A little tired. I just went grocery shopping. I went did a couple of other errands, all in the car with no AC. Immediately got home, threw everything on the counter, and I'm signing in now.
Oh, so it's basically grab and go and hope you can make it on time.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was literally just telling Brian last week I was supposed to have debuted a new scheme. I've run it before, but not in this league. Went back, looked at the broadcast, and realized that I had changed my scheme after I had loaded in, so it didn't get shown. So I will be technically debuting it tonight.
Well, let's hopefully it can pop up, but we'll find out because sometimes iRacing is not very kind to me.
Yeah, I actually changed it before I loaded in this time. I'm actually loading in now.
All right, well, good luck to you, and hopefully you guys are in your favor.
Oh, yeah, let's hope so.
All right, good luck to you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. So William Hightower loading up right now as we speak. And now let's hear from, let's go bring on a couple older gentlemen here. Let's bring up Ivan Deshawn. Ivan. Ivan, you're back?
How are you?
You came back to play. How are you feeling tonight?
Pretty good. Did you see my car?
Yes, I did. That thing has got all sorts of wolves on it.
Yeah, that's right. We're wolfing tonight.
All right. Well, here tonight is Bristol. We know you're a man who's got plenty of experience. How do you feel?
Pretty good. I'm not gonna be pushing it. I want to finish. I don't want to push anybody who's going for a championship or something like that. I'm not gonna mess with them. I'm trying not to.
Skip that. Mess with them anyway.
Oh, okay. I could do that, I guess. But
did you come to race or did you come to sit there and hang back?
Oh no, I came to race. That's what we're here for.
There you go. There's your answer.
Get the hell out of my way. I'm coming through.
Exactly. So here coming to Bristol, obviously you have plenty of experience here. How's the car feeling?
Oh, the car feels great. Haven't spun out yet, so that's a good thing.
Well, maybe the rhythm will help you.
Yeah, it's a good setup, whatever's in here.
iRacing?
Is it iRacing? It's cool. It's very good.
All right, well, I'm going to let you get to it. Good luck, and hopefully the odds are in your favor.
Okay, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it.
As Ivan Deshawn, and now let's bring up John McIntyre, the Miller time. Let's hear from him. John.
Hi.
You're coming in here. Obviously, it's Bristol. How do you feel tonight?
Have no idea. I'm loaded into the server now. I'll let you know more when I get on track.
Oh, really? Oh, you think you got to be on track? How are you usually at Bristol?
I am terrible here at this track. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of my weakest track with these next gen cars. But I'm learning them. I do love this track. I've been here once live, so I do got a favorite for this place. So I got my confidence are high.
All right. Well, hopefully the odds are in your favor then tonight.
I'm hoping. We got a win last week. We got some momentum, so let's try getting our W tonight.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. So John McIntyre getting ready to go to town. He is looking for a dub. Man, not short on talent for sure, but you see this pack racing here tonight. These guys are trying to scream. Oh my, Charles is getting into Brian, and don't mind him, he's just coming through. David Mayo has also made it to the party. And a few others. Now would be a probably good time for me to get it out of the way. So we're definitely gonna go green here tonight. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem, done by, let's see here, the Clemson University Marching Band. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Boise Avenue.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Play ball as these guys get ready to go to town here. This is going to be an amazing race here. I'm sure of that, as it's Bristol. It is going to be tight. It's going to be hard to pass. They're going to have to find and establish rhythms that they never knew they had before. So it's very good test of character and what you can do throughout the night, as we are just kind of steadily going through here. We're adding a whole bunch of new drivers here, as a couple others made it here to the party, and a few returning guys for sure. But these guys are here to race. You know, some guys will sit there and they'll sit back, they'll watch all the action unfold, and then they'll rip roar at the end. Some will get going right out the gate, maybe burn up their stuff before the night's over, as my SDK just kind of decided to say bye-bye, I'm out of here. So we'll just kind of quit that one real quick, as I got to do another reload. But they are going to be challenged here tonight. After they get moving and grooving, they're going to find out that they have to establish that rhythm early on and get it set, which they will be absolutely ready to go here very shortly. Now let's hear from David Mayo here down here. Let's hear from him next. David.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing, buddy?
You made it to the track. How are you feeling tonight?
Yes, we did. Feeling good. I like Bristol. It's fun. Have a good time here.
As drivers get settled in, what do you think is going to be a struggle here tonight for a few drivers?
Probably control their car. Just got to make sure they just feather that throttle out, feather it in. You know, just kind of work the track. Make sure you hit your lines, hit your marks. I mean, it's concrete track, so they're really temperamental. They get heated up and then they cool off real fast. So just got to make sure you hit your marks, and then don't be too excited on the throttle. You know, throttling out. So otherwise you'll be spinning.
All right.
Just gotta watch it. Just gotta watch that throttle in, throttle out, and then hit your marks, hit your brakes, hit your brake points. That's it. Race the track. Don't race the racers.
I race the racers, not the track.
Yep.
Follow the leader sometimes.
Right, yeah, right. No, yeah, it should be a fun night tonight. I like running. I love short tracks. They're fun.
All right, well, I'm going to get you back down there. Good luck to you.
All right, buddy. You got me set up as an admin?
Yes.
Okay, all right, buddy.
And same with Dylan and a few others.
Okay, buddy. All right, sounds good.
See ya.
All right, bye. Bye.
So David Mayo is set up as an admin here tonight, so he'll be helping with the race control. And now let's hear from Brandon Beckstead. Brandon.
Hello, other Brandon.
You get in here. How are you feeling about Bristol here tonight, knowing that it's short track racing?
Well, I am a huge fan of short track racing, but it's definitely always nerve-wracking trying to avoid all the accidents.
Especially here, like Martinsville, you know, the cars play ping pong.
Yeah, absolutely nowhere to go.
Well, hopefully you can find that rhythm here tonight.
I'm hoping so.
You're hoping so, or you think it might be not able to?
I'm definitely hoping so. I have a little bit of confidence coming into the short track, so we'll see what we can get done.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully luck is on your side here tonight.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you. So Brandon Beckstead, ready to rock and roll. Now, without further ado, I'm going to take a brief intermission here for everybody out there. Enjoy some music and some machines moving around at the speed of light. I will be right back.
Every day we miss you in the most ordinary ways. I always stop and wonder what would happen if I stayed. 'Cause without you, it's like the ocean. I'm drowning in every single wave. And without you, I've got no focus. I'm fighting to just get through the day. And I keep falling, falling, falling. And deeper in every single way. Yeah, I keep falling, falling, falling. And without you, there's no escape. And without you,
As we get back here, you notice Josh Larson made it to the party here tonight. As he came ready to rip roaring, ready to play rock and roll. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do out there with some of these guys. Usually races on Wednesday nights, Prime Grid Racing. But he came out here tonight to test his merits against some of these guys, as a few of them have been very fast. Oh my, as you gotta actually send him an invite. Oops. There we go. Get the invite out to Josh Larson as hopefully he can get back in. There we go. You got that added in for him. So Josh Larson is here, ready to race. It looks like he's running a Toyota tonight, actually. A few Toyotas out there tonight. We got about 3 Toyotas, 4 Fords, and 7 Chevys, 8 Chevys. So Chevy's definitely the top choice amongst these drivers for what they want to use. They are also going to be facing a point situation, which is pretty interesting. Let's go to tonight's points here as I get that all set up and ready for me here. There we go. Kind of leave that here, but go to tonight's points. You know, and at the top you see William Hightower with Bill Sleep. Big lead for William Hightower, and then you got Brian Newell battling with Bill Sleep kind of for that 3rd place spot. Charles Ballins, Jake Baker, all kind of separating and spreading out as drivers show up and not show up. It kind of gets really spread out. So, and we're doing a straight points run, so everything's going to matter here tonight as far as points wise. You know, when we go look at the team points, there is a big battle going on in those standings. You know, Blackout Motorsports sitting at Dub Racing clearly in the lead, but Blackout Motorsports, World Speed, and Send It all could stand a battle for the 2nd place spot depending on drivers showing up, which is going to be pretty interesting. Blackout Motorsports sitting at 775, World Speed at 702, with Team Send It at 689. Caboose Racing has been coming back in the field. They're at 501 with AB Racing fresh to the grid at 205 already stacked points. So definitely interested to see where the points battle has been taking us lately. as the season goes further, especially with this new point system that we have at Blackout Racing League. Josh Larson, of course, is out there on the track. He's got the Robin Hood machine, rocking the number 67. Supposed to be number 14, but I guess he's going to be number 67 tonight, as he's got just getting in there. He's going to test his merits, see what he can do here, as we do get him into the chat and everything. Let's hear from him next, once I find a spot where I can go down to. Here we go. Josh.
Hey, you found me.
Yeah, yes, I did. You're coming into this one. It's Bristol. How do you feel about this one?
You know, tonight's going to be different. I'm coming in trying to be a little incognito, just kind of scope out the talent you have coming in, you know, and just race everyone, see how everyone stacks up, and just want to have some fun.
Yeah, when you see the amount of, you're racing over in Prime Grid Racing, you see the amount of short tracks that are on my schedule. How nerve-wracking is that to see how these guys develop on short tracks?
Well, I mean, with you working with PGR, you know, these are guys that are coming in next season for sure. So we just need to make sure, like, see what their talent level is, see how they race around other guys, and that's kind of why I'm in a different number, different car, just kind of trying to sneak in here. You know, some of these guys maybe won't recognize my name as, you know, more than they would recognize the 51. You know, so
yeah, they
just come
would.
in here. I want to.
I still recognized it.
Yeah, I just want to try to hide and race everyone and just have fun tonight. It's not, to me, tonight's not going to be about winning more than just having fun racing, guys.
All right. Well, good luck, and hopefully your secret does not stay safe.
I'm sure it won't.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you. So Josh Larson, right? Checking out some talent. That's right. Blackout Motorsports does do development for Prime Grid Racing. We work together to build a really great racing community here between the two leagues, which is fantastic. Danny McCurdy also made it here tonight, as he's going to be racing amongst these guys to get some more points for world speed, according to everything. He races for Flagship Motorsports over in Prime Grid. So it's really interesting to see how this plays out throughout the session, and what they can do as a whole. They got just under 10 minutes remaining, everybody. Don't go anywhere, as I'm sure the action will get started very shortly.
The night is young, our memories echo inside me. This time is slowly ticking away. I miss the way that we were in harmony. I'm having trouble letting go. I close my eyes and wish you were closer. Now we're like footprints in the snow, slowly fading until it's over. Our memories won't last forever. I'll love you for eternity. So baby, let's get back together. I'll show you what you need, a symphony.
All right, I am back, everybody, and these guys are getting all logged in. They're all sitting there having some fun. They're going to see what they can do. It's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out throughout the end of the night. We got 15 drivers here on a short track. It's a half mile around. This could be either really chaos or, oh my, is a big wreck. Pile up aisle 2 as they some cars get collected. As quite a few cars got collected there. Which, we could see throughout the night. Interesting enough, I'd like to see where some of these drivers end up at the end of the night, especially David Mayo has been near the front a few times. William Hightower has been near the front quite a bit too, obviously for obvious reasons. Same with Brian Newell and Bill Sleep. The top three guys in a pretty good contention for that number one spot. It is not confirmed yet whether or not William will win the championship with points. We still have to figure that out. But they are working heavily on this one. A few guys just out there getting the extra paces in. They're going to maximize. Use as much of this as they can to get some decent laps in come race time. Ivan Deshawn talked about just sitting back. You cannot sit back at Bristol. You have to actually go and be courteous. It's going to be a give and take type race. Tires and everything. Oh my, is poor Ivan. He just got sideswiped. That sends him down into the wall. See a few of these guys just kind of hanging out, getting some laps in. Right now, just getting a feel for this track. And probably take a lap around with Bill Sleep. See how he's doing this. You just see how tight this is, and look at the heavy banking. That's why it's one of the fastest half miles in the country. Including some of them like Knoxville and stuff. But these guys are ripping on asphalt. I'm not going to send them to dirt track racing yet, but they don't do it here. You know, we might have to send them to some dirt, make them get dirty a little bit. Just saying, it could happen. A few guys are getting in there. Let's hear from a few guys here. Don't see Danny McCurdy yet. You see J.R. Schomburg around, as looks like he is looking to make some noise. I'm not seeing anybody really checking in and out yet, so we got just under 5 minutes. Stay tuned for after this brief message from Baker Custom Designs. You know, if you need a design, get in touch with Jake Baker, and he will hook you up with something pretty magical. He does. Let's see if I can go to Seth Whitworth real quick. Seth Whitworth does have a Baker Custom Designs set up on there. Also, all my logos are done by him as well. So if you need a logo, some form of design, get hooked up with him. Baker Custom Designs, as Jake Baker, he'll hook you up definitely. And now we got Daniel McCurdy here. Let's hear from him. Daniel.
Yes, sir.
It's Bristol. How do you feel coming into tonight?
It should be good. I think keeping the car in one piece and trying to put down good laps and not burn it up should be there at the end.
Now, in the last couple races, it hasn't been nice to you. You feel like you're coming back with a fresh start and just redoing it, just bouncing back.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I have not had very good luck in the last few weeks in any car, unfortunately. But you know, I'll try to get out there and change the luck around.
All right. Well, hopefully the odds are in your favor here tonight, and good luck to you.
Yeah. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. So Daniel McCurdy getting ready to go with that number 48 machine. As he's just going to go out there and see what he can do. He is hitting pretty good in points here in Blackout Racing League. So he's top 10 driver here for sure, and he's coming in here. He's just got to get some laps in. You know, it's all about, we talked about it earlier, break points and everything else. J.R. Schomburg's in the house here tonight. He did manage to get here. So let's hear from JR. Let's fellow Minnesota, and let's hear from him. JR.
Hey, how's it going?
You coming in here tonight? Get here late, arrive and drive. How are you feeling?
Oh yeah, I had some internet issues, so we'll see how this qualifying session goes in a few minutes. But it's Bristol, so it'll be interesting, like always.
I don't feel bad about your internet issues. I had the same thing happen on Thursday.
Yeah, that sucks. But I'm finally getting out on the track right now, so we'll see how it feels.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you. I'll let you get to it.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you. So JR getting ready to rock and roll here tonight. We got 16 guys here ready to go now. As we got a pretty good field all the way around. As they are ready to go. They're going to see what they can do. And go from there. Daniel McCurdy, Ivan Deshawn, J.R. Schomburg. All of them have got pretty decent experience. Ivan Deshawn, of course, with plenty of experience. A minute 20 remains until quali for these drivers. So they got to get the last minute changes done. You're talking brake balances. If you need to adjust your wheel a little bit, there's an offset you can do. You can adjust a bunch of different stuff. Just even off of a fixed setup. Now, those slight changes, they are trying to kind of get it done, or they're just trying to get a rhythm. Find out what they need to do here tonight. And that is what they are hoping to get done here very shortly. There is the number 45. The Navy brought out the U.S. Navy here. I feel like I brought the wrong... I probably brought the wrong national anthem at that point. I think I got one done by the Navy. But here they go. It is crunch time. Right now, let's go. We're back here to Bristol for qualifying here. These drivers have already taken the track. Anthony Alex is out there. Bill Sleep getting out there. Seth Whitworth already out there with Dalton Cleveland. As he brought Air Jordan in the house here. Awesome. Ivan Deshawn is out there. Getting ready to take it. J.R. Schomburg goes front step early on. As did he find something early on? Maybe. Potentially, yes. As I'm going to put up some sectors here. Looks like Brian Newell is on it. Anthony Alex goes top step here. Getting a great run. Bill Sleep and... Nick Quinn going P2. Bill Sleep in trouble in quali. There it goes. I do have a new got my kitty Bandit in my lap here. Mick Quinn getting P2. Brian Newell coming across the line. No improvement. He is going to stay. Dylan Moranti getting up into P4. Brandon Beckstead takes it over. He goes P1. Dylan Moranti into the wall, and that will end his qualifying run. Ivan DeShawn is doing stopped on the track right now. Josh Larson coming across the line. Green sector 1, or sector 2, sorry. This is in the Camry. It's kind of shocking. He usually rocks the Camaro. Comes across the line. Green sector 2. That's going to put him up in the P10. Does Josh Larson have what it takes to take over that pole position? Gets up there. Comes across the line. Green sector 2 goes to P2 for the start of this race out of Josh Larson. What a run. A little squirrely, though. Charles Balance, Seth Whitworth, William Hightower, David Mayo, and John McIntyre all elected not to qualify. A little bit weird. Ivan DeShawn still waiting on track. He's just parked it there. He's just kind of hanging out. Looks like nobody is qualifying, so Brandon Beckstead getting pole. Let's hear from him. Brandon.
Hello.
You got pole here and some bonus points. How do you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good.
As you got that pole, did you think you're gonna be here at the start of this one?
At the end of it?
No, did you think you were gonna start the race on the pole?
Oh, I was pretty confident about it. I'm good at qualifying on short tracks, I feel like, so.
All right.
I was just hanging on, hopefully in the long run, and surviving to the end.
All right. Oh, looks like Williams pulled a fast one. William just pulled a fast one. He got out there. Oh my. Ooh, never mind. Sorry,
right.
Brandon. I'll get you down there.
All right. That was fun while it lasted.
Yep. So William Hightower jumps up to pole position. Yeah.
Pit road, 102 lanes. Is it backstretch and front, or just front? How do you have it set up tonight?
All right. So what's up?
Pit road. Is it backstretch and front stretch, or just the front stretch?
Single pits.
How do you have it set up in the
single pits? Huh? Single pits.
Okay, single pits. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yep.
See you.
So Dylan Moranti, single pits is going to be, Dylan, I believe the entrance is on 1 and 2. Entrance and exit for single pit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the exit. No. Because, the exit is on 2. It's the entrance. Yeah, you're right. The entrance is, okay.
Entrance and exit on 2. Or on 1 and 2.
You're right.
Yep. Good luck.
Yeah, see ya.
There we go. Now let's bring up William Hightower. William.
Yes, sir.
You sly little devil. You pulled a fast one on me. You got pulled here at Bristol. How do you feel tonight?
Honestly, not all that great. I'm quick on the short run, but I am terrible at tire saving here.
Oh, so it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve.
A little bit. I got some tips from a buddy of mine that's really, really good at Bristol. Unfortunately, wheel doesn't translate to controller very well. So I'm just going to do my best and try to keep it out of the wall, keep it out of the other drivers.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you. Any shout outs you got to do for anybody?
Yeah. That's Dub Racing. You guys for putting this on. And all the other drivers for showing up, making this fun every week.
All right, man. Well, I'll get you down to it. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So there we go. William Hightower, our pole award tonight. We're going to be doing 150 laps here tonight at Bristol. It's going to be a challenge, considering tire wear and everything else. So hopefully they can manage them. For everybody out there watching, I want to shout out to my wife, Jenna, if she happens to be watching, along with all the drivers for showing up, along with Baker Custom Designs for coming on board. Reach out to him. His name's Jake Baker, and he has done all the logos for my league, for my team. Also, he's done liveries for his team. So definitely a talented individual as they are getting ready to go. I'm going to check with race control. Race control. Am I good to advance?
I don't know. We still have 3 guys at that time, so let's just wait. It's only 2.5 minutes.
All right, I will wait. So Dylan Moranti, just letting them do that. We're just going to sit here, wait, jam out, enjoy the music, everybody. And we'll be back shortly.
Your side, I've been standing on your shoulders when I know you'd be dancing in circles around me, dancing in circles around me, dancing in circles. Tell me what I have to do to walk beside you. I'm feeling dizzy and I need you to let me down and see. I've been standing on your shoulders. Now I see you dancing in circles around me, dancing in circles around me, dancing in circles. Tell me what I have to do to walk in your shoes. Tell me what I have to do to be the one that's by your side. I've been standing on your shoulders. Now I see I've been standing on your shoulders. You're like a dream. Did I ever even have you? Now I see you dancing in circles around me.
As we get ready to go green here at Bristol, here we go. Here is tonight's grid. William Hightower will be on front row with Brandon Beckstead, Josh Larson, and Anthony Alex. Then we got Nick Quinn and Dylan Moranti. Brian Newell, Bill Sleep will bring up row 4 with Dalton Cleveland and J.R. Schomburg in row 5. Row 6 will be Ivan Deshawn and Charles Balance, with Danny McCurdy and John McIntyre right behind them. Now, David Mayo and Seth Whitworth will start at the back, and hopefully they can get this one going pretty good, as this is going to be pretty interesting to see how it pans out as the night goes on. Drivers will have to, of course, get this one going pretty easy. See them all stack it up. Get ready for the green flag momentarily. Here we go. As we come down the front stretch, green flag flies for the first time here at Bristol. And we are off racing. Now, these drivers have to be very calm here to make it happen. And you see Brandon Beckstead is out front early on. William Hightower, you got Anthony Alex, Dylan Moranti making some moves early on. He gets up there. Josh Larson, Nick Quinn. Nick Quinn gets the move done on the high side of Josh Larson. Bill sleeps, sits back. J.R. Schommer working in here. We got a big battle going on back here with Brian, right after Brian Newell. Looks like a few drivers are getting involved in this fight here. It's a battle at the back. Up at the front, though, Brandon Beckstead with William Hightower. We also got Anthony Alex, Dylan Moranti still battling this one out. We are green flag and flying early on. As this is Bristol, so it's got to be a calm race. You know you want to watch the throttle control and everything else. So this is where they have to utilize some experience. Brian Newell in trouble. Yellow flag flies. Looks like something happened with maybe Daniel McCurdy. Let's go back and find out here. Go rewind a little bit here. So Daniel McCurdy sees Ivan Deshawn right in front of him. Ivan getting loose. Ivan got loose, and then nothing Daniel could do. Daniel had nowhere to go, right up into McCurdy and up into the high side wall. Of course, right behind him, David Mayo, nowhere he could go. He's trying to hit the brakes and maybe get out of that thing. And that's how that cookie crumbles there. As Ivan Deshawn losing control there. Let's hear from him to see if we can get some a little bit of input on how this one panned out here. Ivan,
It's the other
Ivan.
entrance. Hello.
We seen you have a little bit of trouble. How what was it like out there? Just really loose, or?
Yeah, I just got loose. My ass end lifted, and I shouldn't.
All right. Well, hopefully keep the wheels down this time.
Oh, I'm gonna try. Keep them on the ground there.
All right, man. Good luck.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. So Ivan Deshawn, a little bit of trouble, keeping that rear down. We're gonna be green flag before you know it. Don't go anywhere, race fans. It's gonna be Brandon Beckstead and William Hightower leading the way.
It's your time. Don't be held back again. You need to resist your own limits. This fire is burning. You need to embrace all that you are. Stare fear in the face. To reach for the stars. Been waiting for this moment, so let it begin. You're unbreakable. Feeling powerful. Nothing's getting in the way. You're unbreakable.
We come to the green flag one more time. The green flag flies, and they drop that hammer. Big checkup. Big wreck in the back on the restart. Oh my, as that is going to have a few people rattled on that one. Let's go to this restart here. We're going to see what might have happened here. We're going to go to the rear chase. This one could fall on William Hightower, as it looks like he might have got squiggly right on the get-go. See Williams, big checkup, forcing him loose from Dylan Moranti. Nowhere to go. And it was at the front, so nothing nobody could do to get out of this one. See drivers get down, get dirty. We're going to go into that one and see maybe if William Hightower might have lost some traction at the get-go. I'm really curious to find out on that one. Let's hear from William Hightower. William.
Yes, sir.
A rough restart on that one. What happened on your end?
It wouldn't shift. It was stuck in first. No matter how many times I tried to shift, it just stayed in first gear.
Oh my, so definitely not what you wanted to have happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
So I
right.
had to turn down the racetrack.
All right, well, I'll get you back to it, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. So William Hightower missing the gear. That is unfortunate for him, as it does happen. Brandon Beckstead will lead the way this time with Anthony Alex right alongside of him. Nick Quinn, Dylan Moranti, J.R. Schomber, all trying to stay in this one. So Brandon Beckstead, still our race leader, 14 laps in, second caution of the night. Let's hopefully this restart gets going. Let's see it. Let's get going. Come to the gently restart zone one more time. Green flag flies. And this time we're off, so they get going. Brandon Beckstead, of course, with a great start here. Started off this one. Nick Quinn battling out with J.R. Schomber, a few other guys. Trying to get in this one. Brandon Beckstead out front with Anthony Alex, Dylan Moranti chasing him down. Nick Quinn battling with J.R. Schomber, and Brian Newell's entered the picture. Newell getting loose. And right behind him, he's got John McIntyre. McIntyre, the Miller time, looking to make some noise. Oh my, another, oh my. So you just caught that one. Happened with Bill Sleep. Let's go to this one. So Bill Sleep looking to maybe go to that high side, cutting across the nose of Seth Whitworth. And right behind now, you do see a few other drivers get caught up into this. You know, Josh Larson merely missing this one. I think to hear from him a little bit. Also, it looks like Dalton Cleveland getting caught up, and Daniel McCurdy nowhere to go on that one. So lots of everything on that one. Gonna let that one go for real quick here as drivers just need to get settled in. Bill Sleep, of course, cutting across the nose. Don't know if he didn't see him or what. Let's hear Bill's point of view here and see what he can tell me might have happened on his end.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill, what a rough one out of that one. What can you tell me happened on your end?
I don't know. Bristol, baby, Bristol.
All right. Well, it looked like he came across the nose of Seth. Did you even know he was there?
I heard a quick, outside, and by that time I was already sliding, so
Oh, gotcha. So a little bit too little, too late type deal.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Good luck.
All right, man.
Thank you. So Bill's sleep, just a little too late as coming across the nose of Seth Whitworth. I'm sure Seth is not too happy about that, but you know, it is short track racing. You are door to door quite a bit. Well, let's get ready for this one, as I think this one's appropriate this time. As they get ready to go green, Brandon Beckstead gets back on it, and Dylan Moranti takes advantage of the inside line speed. So now he gets up into the fighting contention for the number one spot. He's going to try and chase down Beckstead. Anthony Alex, J.R. Schommer working his way through this one with Charles Balance actually in the fight for the top spot. We're talking to Charles early on. He said the car feels great here, and he likes it. So we're going to find out. John McIntyre working his way through the field with Nick Quinn, Josh Larson right behind him. But up in the front, Brandon Beckstead's got to be sitting there thinking about, well, how to save tires. Now, guys behind are going to burn up their stuff. But as it goes on now, you're starting to see the field start to kind of shift. A couple drivers that got caught up early, don't want to mess anything up this late on, know that they have to stay out of incidents. That is going to be a key factor here tonight. Dylan Moranti, Anthony Alex right there, J.R. Schomber, Charles Balance, John McIntyre with Nick Quinn, Josh Larson, David Mayo, Daniel McCurdy, our top 10. Daniel McCurdy involved in a couple of incidents. Now he's finding that rhythm. Great job out of him to just get back on and just stick with it. Up in the front, though, you do see Dylan Moranti scraping that wall. It will not help his front right at all. The front right here is absolutely critical. And, of course, oh, my, and something happened with John McIntyre now. Just go to quarter speed here. We're going to find out what happened here. John McIntyre might have just got on it too early. Oh, no, it was Nick Quinn. Nick Quinn coming off the wall and collecting him. McIntyre up into the wall. Josh Larson to the rear of Nick Quinn. Tough go for Larson coming in here, as he's been involved in that one pretty good, but Nick Quinn definitely losing some momentum on that one, and that is not how you want that one to go. Let's hear from Nick and see what happened on that one. Nick.
Hey, Brandon, what's going on, man?
Tough go of it here. What's going on out there?
Very loose. Very loose when you're next to somebody, for sure.
Yeah, as you come across, you see the battles and everything, you know, it's tight quarter racing. What are you going to have to do to maybe establish that you don't get loose?
Have a little more patience, probably. We got a lot of racing to go still, so definitely got to tone it back a little bit. Get people some more breaks here and try to get some more long green flag runs going here. So
I'd feather it. Feather the throttle.
I hear you.
All right, man. Well, good luck.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you. So Nick Quinn for Caboose Racing, actually, there. Brandon Beckstead out in front once again. We're going to come to the green flag, and Jenna Lee's going to call it this time. She says green flag's going to go, and we're going to keep it going. So hopefully it works out.
walking other ways. Now listen, ain't it crazy? Wish you the best on your journey. This time I saw you lady. This time I saw you. We were walking other ways. We were walking other ways. Now listen, ain't
Green flag flies once again, and away we go. And this is where Dylan Moranti has to see what he's got to do here to regain this lead. Dylan Moranti, a little bit of a bump and run. He gets in the inside. No. Moranti all over the rear of Brandon Beckstead. J.R. Schomburg, of course, moving up to the third. Charles Balance into fourth. Anthony Alex fell off a little bit. He's back in fifth place. David Mayo jumping up into the front party here. Danny McCurdy working his way through the field, though, up into eighth now. He's up 5 spots. Ivan Deshawn working around this one. He knows what he's got to do. With William Hightower battling back through this one. Now, Seth Whitworth, John McIntyre had earlier on incidents. They are in the back. Dalton Cleveland, debut night for him. Josh Larson making a guest appearance type deal. Bill Sleep and Nick Quinn just kind of establishing a rhythm. Dylan Moranti, though, up at the front. This is a battle for first. Dylan Moranti all over the rear of Beckstead and trying to get around him. Now, Beckstead has to hold this one calm and rip that high side to keep up at the same deal. Moranti into the wall. That is not going to help him. Just saying, he's gotta be really nice here. Charles Balance, of course, we were talking to him earlier on. He's set. The car feels great. He's expecting hopefully a good finish here tonight. Now, as we've seen Charles Balance develop as a driver, he's been running up front quite a bit. David Mayo getting loose. Does he save? He does. He gets it back on the track safely. We're going to keep rolling here into a single car incident. David Mayo, though, kind of a big save for him as we stay green here. We are just about to the 50 laps into this. There is no stages here whatsoever. It's old school. So you got to find that rhythm and get it moving. Charles Balance still battling J.R. Schomburg. As we were watching a few of these happen, Brian Newell is kind of looking at his rear view, sees Daniel McCurdy. McCurdy does look like he's establishing something. Josh Larson looking a little bit loosey-goosey with that Camry tonight. Not the usual Josh Larson, but it could be the change of the machine itself. Camrys do handle a little bit different than the Camaros do. Dylan Moranti, though, still battling it out with Brandon Beckstead for the lead here tonight. As that Purple People Eater definitely wants to get another position here. Can he do it? Maybe. Will he do it? I have no clue. At times he's game on. Other times he's kind of like the struggling artist. For everybody out there watching, though. Oh, Ray, glad to see you in the chat, man. Yeah, I will definitely let him know that you were watching. Hopefully McIntyre gets back into it a little bit, though, as he had that early on incident. Looks like he's coming back pretty good, though. He's up into 8th place now as he's kind of battling back through this field. He's got J.R. Schomburg, Brian Newell in his sights as these guys are watching the battle in front of them, and there is not a whole lot of space to pass anywhere. Brandon Beckstead's got to be looking at his rear view and be like, this guy's all over me. Please get him off, as this one is definitely going to be one of those where they got to be patient and keep it off the wall, as it can really affect your race. William Hightower, though, in the meantime, has made it up to the front 5 and battling it back pretty good. Same with John McIntyre. McIntyre, of course, guys on the newer tire will, of course, have the speed advantage. We're 53 laps in, and we're having a really good green flag run going right now. I wonder where it's going to get screwed up. As you see Ivan Deshawn facing to go a lap back. David Mayo is down 6 laps after he almost wrecked it. J.R. Chambers, going to take advantage of this. J.R. Chambers taking advantage of Dylan Moranti getting slowed by some lap traffic now. And Chambers might try to make the move on Moranti eventually. And look at this, William Hightower, who missed the gear, is working now as he's battling it up near the front. Hightower gets to the inside line, gets the move on Chambers. Chambers might have the answer here, but Hightower sees it even different. The inside line has been fast as William Hightower gets it in there and just absolutely controlling a new pace here. Of course, William Hightower now jumps into the lead. William Hightower gets in front of Brandon Beckstead to take over the lead of this race here tonight. Brian Newell, of course, find himself up into the wall a little bit. Now, other guys that are going through this one, John McIntyre is up near the front. McIntyre joins in. Dylan Moranti has now started to struggle a little bit, and he's falling backwards. Does he have a problem with the machine? Is he, I don't know, maybe he's blowing it. Who knows? He should have maybe taken some tires eventually, but now is game on for him. Moranti is losing a lot of pace late on here. Brandon Beckstead, of course, losing out on the position late in the race. We're 61 laps into a 150 lap race. Can he get back on it? Hard to say. Pit strategies at the front are shaken up as the 3 front runners do have 30 lap old tires. Meanwhile, Beckstead and Moranti, Chambers, Alex have not changed. Brian Newell did change in the meantime also. So very interested to see how this pans out for a few drivers. They're at the front, Brandon Beckstead, of course. Dylan Moranti battled with Brian Newell. Newell might not have an answer for him, though. Dylan Moranti, of course, with J.R. Chambers right behind him, have got to find, they might want to consider a pit. Just maybe. You might have to pit under green, but it's better than wrecking your car. Just saying. The tires are going. Might as well get that pit stopper rolling. Just saying. As he's doing the hottest up front. The top 3, of course, all on pretty fresh tires. We got to go 75 miles, which can seem like an eternity for these guys. They're only going a half a mile a lap. But they're doing that in 15.2 seconds. Dalton Cleveland has started to enter the top 10, along with Daniel McCurdy still hanging out in the top 10 also with Nick Quinn. Dylan Moranti has elected to bring it down pit lane. So he's going to lose some time in the pits, but you know what? You can save the car, which is kind of huge, especially if you can pick up an extra second a lap. William Hightower, of course, out there, and he knows he's got the lead with John McIntyre to the back door. Now, as far as tires are concerned, they're on the same strat. So this one might continue to stick around as the drivers are pretty well spread out now. You see a few drivers that are laps down early on. Whitworth has also elected to hit the pits, and along with Brandon Beckstead. So pit lane is open, and drivers are hitting the pits. So This is where you got to hope that everybody's pit strategy works out. Josh Larson, of course, kind of hanging back in third. We got Anthony Alex actually hitting the pits too. It is very slow on pit lane. It's like a 35-mile-an-hour pit lane. And drivers are still flying here at Bristol. We're green flag and going for it. What an impressive run. We're starting to see green flag pit stops here as drivers are finding out that the tires are not lasting as well as they'd hope. At the longest point so far, though, we were looking at it. We look at like drivers like Dylan Moranti, they pit after like 70 some laps. JR Schomburg still on a fresh set from the beginning with 74 laps. So definitely pushing to the limits of what that tire can do. And keep in mind, if you blow a tire, that is devastating. You do not want to blow a tire out either. As some drivers are working their way back through the field. William Hightower still our race leader with John McIntyre up front. Josh Larson out there pacing it out. He's just milking those tires. I dig it. Brian Newell started to maybe see some tire fatigue as he's scraping the wall. And Nick Quinn, involved in an earlier on incident, has found himself back into 5th place, right where he started. J.R. Schomburg, Bill Sleep, Dalton Cleveland. Dalton Cleveland, of course, going for maybe trying to keep William Hightower at bay with Danny McCurdy actually floating back there a little bit. Drivers that have went a lap down, like Moranti, Alex, it might get that lap back if William elects to pit. Now we are past the halfway point here tonight. And what a great race here. These drivers are absolutely pushing it at every point here. 16 drivers enter. Which one's going to finish at the top? It's hard to say early on. Charles Balance looks like he might have just got a lap back. As he's just kind of out there doing his thing. Now, one thing these guys have to remember is they don't want to get a pit penalty. And McIntyre challenging for the race lead here. Is it going to happen? Maybe not. They are too wide. They got guys in front battling for position. This race has gotten very interesting as John McIntyre takes advantage of the lap cars and takes over the lead here tonight. So John McIntyre getting it done as he does get into the #1 spot. William Hightower, not really a good answer there. And Brian Newell, J.R. Schomburg have finally took a pit. So John McIntyre out in front and going to lead the way with a few laps here. And a caution flag flies. Not a good sign here as it looks like something happened with Seth Whitworth. So there's Josh Larson. Whitworth cuts down. Looking to maybe make the move here. Getting up into Josh Larson. Larson, trouble with Whitworth and Dalton Cleveland. No answer. Could not get that one around as, man, what a shot there. Dalton Cleveland just getting reeled back into this one twice. Seth Whitworth trying to stop it. And David Mayo getting caught with some net code. As what a start on that one. Seth Whitworth involved in another one here tonight. Let's hear from him, see what he can tell me on his end. As there he is, Seth.
Hey, what's up, bud?
Tough one so far for you. I believe that's the second one tonight. What can you tell me is going on with the machine?
All over the place. My team sucks.
Oh, well, let's just get you out of here so you can help them guys out, all right?
All right, man.
All right, see ya. So Seth Whitworth, not too happy, as you can tell, but Bill Sleep, as drivers did go in, and that might have just handed a very interesting restart here. Not sure where we're at here as far as restart is concerned, but William Hightower, looks like William Hightower will be leading the way with John McIntyre, Josh Larson, and Nick Quinn right behind him. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We're going to be green flag in no time here tonight. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the show, because this is calling for some popcorn. Nick Quinn, John McIntyre on this restart are going to have to establish it early. What a long run, I do got to tell you, on that one. But they just lost it, and game over, as we're still under the caution lights here. So here we go. As we come to the green flag one more time, Jenna Lee calls it. We're off to the races here in William Hightower out in front of John McIntyre. McIntyre making no errors here. Gets out in front and says, see ya, I'm gone. As McIntyre takes over the lead here, Josh Larson's looking like he wants to apply some pressure to Hightower for tonight's race lead. Nick Quinn kind of sitting back and relaxing. Danny McCurdy into the 5th place spot here. Is he going to apply some pressure? Maybe. And caution flag flies. Caution comes out here. This time it's Dalton Cleveland. Go check this one out. Cleveland's on the bottom end of this. Does have J.R. Schomburg right behind. Might be a bit of a... Nope, no touch. But that just loosens him up just enough. J.R. gets into him here at Bristol, and Balance and Whitworth make evasive maneuvers along with Ivan Deshawn just hitting the pump and the brakes. So Dalton Cleveland getting wrapped up with J.R. Schomburg here on this one. Not a very good thing to have happen. Let's talk to JR, see what happened. JR.
Hey, how's it going?
Tough go here at Bristol for you. What happened on your end?
I got loose coming off the corner, and I clipped, who did I clip? I clipped Dalton, so yeah, I apologize. That was all my fault. Fresh tires after I was actually in pit road when the caution came out, so I kind of got lucky there, but yeah, just fresh tires and trying to push a little too hard.
Gotcha. So just an easy mistake to make when you're battling it out.
Yeah, exactly. And I was running top 3 before this pit cycle, so now I'm just trying to get my way back up there.
All right, man. Well, good luck.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you. So J.R. Schomburg fell victim to the banana peel. Just saying, I threw them out there. They're having some fun with them. And we got 6 cautions here tonight in 150 laps, or in 98 laps. Tough go so far for some drivers. Daniel McCurdy find himself back on the lead lap, though, in the top 5 with Dalton Cleveland right behind him. Now, Dalton Cleveland getting caught up in the last one. Very tough start for him. We're going to go green flag. This time by, don't go anywhere. As we get to the restart zone, green flag flies once again. High. Oh my, we're holding back. As the pace car is going to roll back out. No clue what's going on here. Let's find out from race control, see what happened. Oh, race control.
Everyone was still getting lined up with all lap cars.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. There we go. As race control confirmed it, just lining up again. As the pace car now comes off, John McIntyre is going to... Oh my, Larson disappeared for a moment. Green flag does fly, and Larson does have the lead here momentarily. McIntyre getting right out in front of Larson. Says, okay, it's Miller time. Let's go. As Larson and they're giving us a show up the front. John McIntyre battling with Josh Larson. William Hightower, Nick Quinn. Daniel McCurdy is falling back behind everybody. So McCurdy is battling out with some guys in the back as he fell victim and he's back in the lap traffic. But at the front, John McIntyre and Josh Larson battling this one out for the race lead. Interesting strategy going on here as nobody's really regaining their stuff back too fast as far as getting a lap back. Josh Larson tries the high side. He's going to fall off. Does not work there. Back behind, William Hightower, Nick Quinn are battling this one out. Dylan Moranti is trying to get his lap back in the meantime. You know, he knows that if he can stay out in front of this thing, he can potentially get a lap back or become the lucky dog if something does happen. William Hightower losing some grip on the exit, which is not what you want to have happen. So John McIntyre out in front of Josh Larson, Nick Quinn, William Hightower, Daniel McCurdy. McCurdy's still working his way around the field here. Dalton Cleveland trying to get a lap back, but he's going to have to stay on it pretty much the rest of the race if he wants to get it back. Now up front, John McIntyre is trying to check out. He's trying to maybe get a gap between him and Larson. Larson, of course, trying to push down. He's catching him on the straights, losing him on the turns. He might have to try something different if it's not working the whole time, which he might have to establish that low side line to get right behind him. Larson maybe tried a little bit of bump and run. Doesn't work. Doesn't even shake McIntyre. McIntyre still has the lead. What a race up front. Nick Quinn's watching this battle. He knows they're slowing down. Larson tries the inside line. Is it going to happen? No. McIntyre seeming fast on the high side or the low side. And Whitworth does get off track here. And that brings out the caution. Seth Whitworth involved in another deal here tonight. Don't know what happened here. See him all on his own. Whitworth, of course, trying to maybe see the right front damage here. Bristol is tough. As he comes around, if maybe he just got on the throttle too soon. Nothing definitive here. As Whitworth comes down, maybe just stops it right on track, which brings out the caution. That's exactly what happens. Whitworth trying to get off the line, stops the car, and it brings out the caution here. Looks like something else happened with Bill's sleep. Not sure what. Bill's sleep, of course. Well, what happened here with Bill? There's no reason to bring out the red. Don't see anything on Bill's end here, so drivers at the front are bringing it down pit road. Dalton Cleveland staying out. So Cleveland is going to stay out on this one. We're going to hear from Seth Whitworth to see what he's got going on with Seth.
Hey.
Rough go. See it pulled it off the track. What's going on?
Yeah.
Night over?
Yeah, my night's over.
Anything you'd like to say to any fans that might have been cheering you on here tonight?
Couldn't turn. Like, didn't want to mess up anybody else's race, so I'm like, I'm done.
Oh, gotcha. I'll get you back up to the guys, man.
All right, bud.
Thanks. Seth Whitworth done for the night as not the best showing out of him. Josh Larson will head off the lead. Thomas Meeks, glad to see you in the chat, man. Yes. Josh Larson does have the lead, but John McIntyre is chomping at the bit to get around. Don't go anywhere. Pace car comes off. Green flag's gonna fly, and here we go. So you see Josh Larson out in front, John McIntyre right behind with a slow restart out of him. McIntyre gets on it, goes to the inside line. McIntyre making a move for the lead here. No, doesn't quite get it. William Hightower battling it up there with the front now. We got a battle of three cars for the lead. Here at Bristol, Nick Quinn battling it out with Danny McCurdy. McCurdy trying the inside, doesn't get it to stick. So Josh Larson out in front. He's got John McIntyre right behind. William Hightower, Nick Quinn, Danny McCurdy, Dalton Cleveland, our top six. Dylan Moranti, Brandon Beckstead, Anthony Alex, Bill Sleep, our top 10. Josh Larson, of course, trying to outrun him. He knows they got something fast. Does he have it only on the short runs, or does he have the long run speed? John McIntyre might be trying a new line to try and catch up to Josh Larson. William Hightower tries the inside line. No, does not make it stick too good. Losing out on the exit, looks like he was extra loose. These guys are green flag and absolutely flying here. Josh Larson out in front and pulling away. 0.8 the gap. And he's got clean air. He is absolutely got to be loving this one. Coming to the line, it will be 25 to go here at Bristol for this Baker Custom Designs 75. And can Larson get a win? It's all a matter of what happens on if the caution comes out. I'd be anxious to find out what happens here. William Hightower, though, season points leader, trying to get around McIntyre. Not really working out too well, but Josh Larson's comfortable. Dylan Moranti does know he's just outside of the top 5, along with Dalton Cleveland. At the end of the night, though, stay tuned because top 5 will be coming up here for a brief driver interview. Finding out what their thoughts are during this race, as it's been chaotic here, to say the least. As we have seen some good times, some bad times, some in-between times for a few. Not really anything drastically bad. That's just it. Dalton Cleveland stays out in front of David Mayo there, is kind of battling that one out. Of course, lap traffic could start playing a role by the end of this one. Josh Larson 1.1 seconds out in front, sat back, cautious, and look at where he got him to. Under 20 laps to go this late in the game. It's got to be hard to muster this one. It goes straight points, no stages. As there's usually caution in some of these races, so it's no stages needed. You will have to utilize every ounce of strat for this one. Brian Newell just gets out of the way of guys that are chasing down the leader. You do see McIntyre trying to reel in Larson. Larson has got a new groove going. I don't know if he saved tires or what. Maybe he just pulled off a great strat. But he's still out in front with 15 to go. Guy back here, though, the battle for second place is still hot as ever, as William Hightower trying to get around McIntyre. McIntyre holds it up high into the wall a little bit. They see Deshaun, and Nick Quinn joins this party now. So Nick Quinn hangs in there, and he winds up, and we have a caution. Looks like it could be Brian Newell. Let's go back and find out here. Brian Newell coming down a little bit, getting across gets loose in front of McCurdy. No touch. Hammer the gas, McCurdy. You got to get around him. As gets that one done. And that one pretty brutal. Let's hear from Brian Newell, see if he can tell me what happened on his end. Brian.
Yo.
Devastating wreck. What happened on it?
I actually do not know. I know I have my left front tire and my right front tire are both knocked out, so this car cannot change left. And I think I just got a little bump from Daniel, and it just set me.
All right. Well, hopefully you can figure it out. Good luck.
And just plan on me just hitting the wall all the time.
Good luck to you, man.
Good.
So Brian Newell getting ready to go here as he's struggling car. Josh Larson, I'm sure, did not want to see this restart. He's got William Hightower right with him. Now Nick Quinn, Danny McCurry, and look at this. John McIntyre pulling a strat here. 11 to go. McIntyre comes out on fresh tires. This could rattle this deal all together. Dylan Moranti might have just got himself back on the lead lap as they all head down pit road. Don't go anywhere. Get ready for the restart of restarts here at Bristol in no time flat. As we hit that restart zone, green flag flies. Larson pulls a Houdini at the restart. Josh Larson, William Hightower, Nick Quinn are top three here. Quinn is in trouble as gets a little bit loose, losing out a little bit. 3 wide through turn 4. Dylan Moranti gets it in there as Moranti is trying to regain where he was. Josh Larson out in front of William Hightower, John McIntyre, Danny McCurdy, Dalton Cleveland, Nick Quinn, Anthony Alex, Brandon Beckstead. We got 6 laps to go. Moranti nearly into the nosing his way in there. Josh Larson has 5 laps to go and William Hightower at his back door. If Larson has to stay on this one, the whole rest of the race, he cannot falter. If he clips that wall, it could be game over. William Hightower right there to grab the lead at any given point, along with John McIntyre. We are clocking in the laps fast and furious here as they are definitely flying. Of course, Moranti a lap down with Brandon Beckstead, so they're definitely battling that one out. Josh Larson nearly scraping the wall. We're running out of time for a few of these guys. 2 laps to go with Larson in the lead. Hightower at his bed. Hightower trying to maybe make a move. Hightower into the wall. Hightower scrapes that wall, pushes it on the exit, gets behind his teammate, and Larson comes around. Larson uses it to his advantage. We're going to cross the line here, and Josh Larson is going to win here at Bristol for the Baker Custom Design 75. What a win out of Larson. William Hightower, John McIntyre, Anthony Alex, and Nick Quinn, our top 5 here tonight. What a race out of these guys. John McIntyre needs to pull it to the front row here as they did not make that happen. McIntyre pulls it off. But Nick, there it is, Josh Larson giving us a smoke show. What a night for him as he gets it done. And man, what a drive out of him tonight. But let's go to our number fifth place finisher, driver of the number 5, Nick Quinn. See how he feels after this one, as he definitely put on a show for us, and what a drive. So we'll get him on up here. Nick.
Hey, Brandon, what's going on?
What a drive. Way to work it back into this one to get in the 5th place. How's this one for you?
It's definitely, it feels really good. You know, I worked really hard all night after that spin out I had with the 2 there. You know, just kind of stay with the leaders and pick people off. It actually kind of helped me after that contact because I went and got tires, and I was just kind of passing people left and right as they were going in for green flag pit stops. That's pretty much what put me into, you know, good position to end it here.
Well, you got it done here at Bristol. You got in the top 5. Any shout outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching? Cheer you on.
I'll give a shout out to my buddy Teddy and my son Cruz, who's going to watch this, you know, probably tomorrow.
All right. Well, great job there, Nick. I'll get you up to the guys, and congrats, man. Nice job.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. So Nick Quinn gets it done, and now let's hear from our 4th place finisher, driver of the number 54, Anthony Alex. See how he feels after this one. Anthony.
Hey, how's it going?
You got it done. You got in the top 5. How does it feel tonight?
Oh, that was war. That was brutal.
Oh, that was war and brutal.
Yeah, I got the lucky dog on that last caution and I had to drive through all those lap cars at the end. I was lucky to finish 4th.
But you did it.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
All right, well, you got this one done. Any shout outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching?
I want to say thank you to the sponsors. See you guys next week.
All right, man. Thank you for that. I'll get you up to the guys, and great job here tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Anthony Alex. And now let's hear from our 3rd place finisher, driver of the Miller Lite. The Miller Lite Ford Mustang, John McIntyre. Let's hear from him. As he left the building. So if McIntyre were here, he'd say, what a great race, and Blackout Motorsports Racing Network is the best. All right, on to the next one. Sitting in the Navy Chevrolet Camaro, driver of the number 45, William Hightower. Let's hear from him on what a battle at the end out of him. Let's hear from him. William.
Yes, sir.
What a battle. You got into 2nd place. You're battling with Larson at the front. How was this one for you?
I'm pretty pleased. The cautions kind of played in my favor. I think at one point there was not very many cars on the lead lap, which made pitting the decision to pit easier then. Can't lose very many more with that few on the lead lap. But yeah, I pit early because of that incident where I couldn't shift. Gave me a tire advantage over the other guys, got out front, stayed out until the caution come out, and just tried to keep the pace up from there. These guys are really, really quick. Right there at the end, I couldn't get around Larson. He was blinking a little bit, which made me a little nervous to get kind of close. And then whenever I did decide to go for the pass, lap car on the bottom, couldn't get out of the way, wheel damage. But overall, I'll take a 2nd place. Not too mad at it.
Yes, I mean, what a race, despite having the early on issue where you had the shifter issue. It looks like you definitely fixed it. So great job.
Yeah. I wanted to apologize to everybody for that. It wasn't like some kind of glitch or malfunction. That was a week or 2 ago. I actually changed it from auto blip on the clutch to no clutch assist at all. So if I don't time the throttle just right, it won't shift, and that's exactly what happened. I got to thinking about it halfway through the race, and I just wanted to apologize to everybody for that.
No, I don't think I'm pretty sure everybody kind of understood. You explained it perfectly, but great job here tonight. Any shout outs you got to do?
Yep. Again, Dub Racing, my team. We all do pretty well together, keeping our heads straight. You guys putting us on, your wife for helping out, doing, I believe, all the social media stuff.
Yep.
And you for commentating, doing a dang good job with that.
All right. Thank you for that, William. I'm going to get you down to the guys. Congratulations on a second place finish here tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you. So William Hightower gets that one done. Now let's go to tonight's race winner. Driver of the number 67 Robin Hood Toyota Camry, Josh Larson. Never thought I'd see him in a Camry, but hey, he won. Josh.
Hey.
What a race, especially out of you. You know, early on, you got caught up in some stuff. They come back. What was the strap behind that to get it back up there in the front?
Well, so we got in trouble, and I was doing the math, and it looked like I was going to go in and get my car fixed up, but man, we just needed a few more laps. So I stayed out, just kind of rode around the back with a broken car. Got those few extra laps. The caution came out, and I'm like, if we go green from this point on, which is Bristol, it's probably not going to happen. But if it happens, I'm good to go. So I just did that, and we got into a long run there in the middle of the race. And a bunch of the field pitted. I don't know if just tire fall off, fuel, because we get like 80 laps of fuel. So I'm not sure what happened. Half the field pitted. I stayed out. That got me, I think, like top 3. I don't remember for sure. Anyways, we did that. Took 4. And then on that last stop, I could not get by the 2 car. The 2 car, I think, was probably the best car tonight. And without roughing him up, I couldn't get by him. So we did a little 15-lap run there, pitted. I took 2, so I was able to jump ahead of him. And thankfully, on the restart there, I think that 1-2 shift, he barked the tires. And I was able to, once he barked the tires, I could get a good entry, get up where I wanted to be, and just set sail.
Not usually seeing a Camry, but you know it worked out for you tonight.
Yeah, I'm a Toyota guy. I'm a lifelong Kyle Busch fan. We're the same age, so I've been following him forever. So I was a big Camry guy, but you know, my allegiance is I'm a flagship guy. So you always see me, in any flagship competition, you'll see me in the flagship car. But this being kind of a one-off here and there, I wasn't sure what guys were running as far as numbers and everything. So I just wanted to, I raced with Corey Heim a few times in another league I'm in, and got to see him last week at Nashville. So I figured I'd rep Corey Heim car and just go have a little fun and something different.
All right, well, you did it. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching? Cheer you on.
Hey, shout out to all my flagship family, my friends. We have a good little group over there. And shout out to all them for supporting me. And thank you to you for letting me come out and have a little fun on the short track.
Absolutely. As what a race for you, as you definitely drove the wheels off that thing.
I tell you, you got a couple of fast guys in here. I'm going to shout out the 2 car and the 45 car, because I tell you, if we had to go 5 more laps, and I was on the 2 tire strat, I think the 45 would be sitting in victory lane right now for sure. Thankfully, we had some lap traffic. I was able to kind of use as a pick, but 45 and 2, man, they're pretty quick.
All right, well, congratulations, Josh. I'm going to get you out of here. Great job here tonight. Congrats on a big win here for the Baker Customs Design 75 here, right here on this network.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Josh Larson gets it done here in style. Now, shout like to do a few shout-outs of my own, you know what I'm saying? Thomas Miggs, Casey Robbins, all you guys that have been watching, cheer these guys on. Thank you for coming on board. If you like what you see and want to see more of it, hit that sub button, hit that like button. I'll be back again tomorrow night for the PGR Canadian Grand Prix. Once again here, it's going to be awesome. So we go to Canada. And then, guess what? Round 2 of PGR as they enter the Sonoma Grand Prix in the Cup Series at PGR on Wednesday night. So stick around. You'll see a few things. Thank you for coming on board. I'm out of here for the night. Shout out to my wife, Jenna, if she's watching. Love you. Can't wait till you're home. And I'll catch everybody again. See ya.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight.